In today's video, I would like to share with you why I choose to pursue the CRNA path. Ever since I was in high school, I've always enjoyed science, biology, chemistry. So I always knew that I wanted to go into some kind of healthcare, medicine profession. So at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into med school or nursing, and I ended up choosing nursing because I wanted to be able to work if I decided to continue my professional education, which is what I'm doing right now. So I ended up going into an associate's program, and I started working as soon as I graduated while pursuing my bachelor's degree. So I recently graduated with my bachelor's degree in nursing, and that's how I decided to finally start studying for my CCRN. So my first job was in a acute rehab facility. So I worked there for about 6 months. It's almost a year, and I really wanted to focus on improving on my time management, getting familiar with some medications, the whole nurse-patient relationship. And once I felt ready, I ended up applying to a local hospital and started working in this cardiac telemetry unit. So I worked there for about 1.5 years, almost 2 years. And once again, I always tried to learn as much as I could, get familiar with cardiac medications, procedures. And once I felt like I was ready, I ended up applying to the ICU, which is where I work right now. So I have been there for over 1 year now. So now that I have the hours required to be able to be eligible for this exam, I applied. Like I mentioned in my previous video, so I tried to study on my own without actually paying for the test, and I found it very, very difficult to be able to take it seriously or to commit. So a couple of weeks ago, I decided to finally pay for it, and that made me so I actually have to study because I don't want to waste my money. I paid about $300, so I would love to pass the first time. I don't want to waste my time. I do not want to waste my money. And if I pass, my work will reimburse me for that. So why would I like to be a CRNA? So when I was in nursing school, in one of my rotations, I ended up shadowing a CRNA in the CVOR. So I just wanted to see this cabbage. And when I was told by my instructor that I was lucky enough to be going to the OR, I thought it was an interesting case, and I did not expect to want to become a CRNA. I went in without any expectation. So I was told that I was to shadow the CRNA, and I was just amazed by the autonomy, how competent, how smart, how they were able. They pretty much my impression was they're masters of hemodynamics. So this person is managing everything from blood pressure, oxygenation, ventilation, you name it, from behind this drape, while the surgeon is performing either a cardiac surgery or anything. And you need to make sure that, and my impression was, this person is making sure the patient is sedated, comfortable, and just overall keeping the person alive. So I remember this CRNA in specific performing a Doppler echo on the spot, putting in an IJ. I was amazed. So I made it my goal to pursue this path because I'm like, I want to be this person someday. So we're talking about 3 or 4 years ago when I had this experience. And ever since I made it my personal goal and desire to become this professional. So there you have it. So as I know that every time I talk about wanting to be a CRNA, people mention the money. I'm not doing it for the money. Yes, they do get paid well, but I see it as a side effect of the job. I just want to make sure that whatever I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it. I love what I'm doing, and I just know that I've always loved biochemistry. I've always loved the science behind nursing. Yes, I do care about my patients and I do care about dealing with families and making those connections, but I want to say that my number one passion has to be the science behind nursing. The pharmacology, anatomy, physiology, and I feel like CRNA offers that. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave in the comment section down below. I will probably make another video talking about what I'm using for the CCRN as far as books, just material that I'm using for it. So see you guys next time.